revolutionaries to the conservatives. A black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. The making of the mob, the changing of the guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds. The victorious odds, the talented Mr.
Okay. Welcome into another episode of White Sox Franchise. As usual, if you're not watching this live, I'll put the timestamp in the description down below for when the actual gameplay starts. In the meantime, give me another 30 seconds or so to finish setting up my stream. Okay, I think we are good to go. So, first things first, apologies for not streaming last couple of weeks. This is my first stream in 2 weeks, had some stuff going on, but we won't get into that. What we will get into is how fucking terrible this White Sox team is. So, as you can probably tell by the title, I mean, yeah, this team's terrible. The White Sox are terrible in real life, obviously. Not the worst team in baseball. In reality, though, the Colorado Rockies have actually been worse. But if you take a look at the standings, we currently have a .319 winning percentage. And I don't believe any team has a worse winning percentage than us. Nope. They do not. So we are the worst team in Major League Baseball, which is unsurprising given our roster. And let's take a look at our roster real quick. So I made some roster moves off stream. I can't remember. No, I think what ended up happening was Luis Robert, who is the one guy playing at an all-star level for us. He broke his leg and he's going to miss most of the year. So Joey Gallo's back up, who's apparently trying to become a pitcher in real life, but that's not the case here. But yeah, we called him up. Michael A. Taylor, designated him for an assignment. He was fucking terrible. He was hitting under 100, and we're halfway through the month of May. We did call up Brian Ramos. I mean, not really going to do much with the bat. Not really going to do much in the field either. He's got some speed, and he can play in the infield a little bit, but what we're going to see more of is we're going to throw Brooks Baldwin out in center field a little more, I think. So yeah, let's take a look at some stats real quick. So Josh Rojas, terrible. I mean, 0 home runs so far through 44 games. Don't love that. It would be one thing if he was hitting 300 or something, but he's hitting just 241 with a 327 on base. That's disgusting. Lenny Sosa is supposed to be one of the pillars that we're going to rebuild around, but he hasn't been all that impressive. He's been kind of underwhelming at 666 OPS. I want to take a look at the WAR stat. Not that WAR is the end-all be-all, but a negative .7 WAR for Josh Rojas. Lenny Sosa, a negative .2 WAR. Andrew Benintendi, he's actually been decent for us. 9 home runs, 256, 302, 739 OPS. Those aren't eye-popping numbers, but those are definitely some of the better numbers on the team. He has a positive WAR. I mean, Joey Gallo's only played in 8 games, so we won't really look at him. Mike Tauchman's actually been a bright spot, too. He is our number 5 hitter. Would maybe like a little more pop out of him. He only has 3 homers on the year, but he is hitting 292 with a 387 on base. That's very good. OPS just below 800. He's having a good year. And yeah, 0.5 wins above replacement. Andrew Vaughn, very pedestrian numbers. He has a negative .8 WAR, so that's the lowest we've seen so far. I guess he's terrible defensively. He doesn't run well either. Colson Montgomery, one of baseball's top prospects, but he has been ass. 138, 191 on base, a 414 OPS. I just threw up in my mouth a little. And a negative .7 WAR. Austin Slater, 221, 679 OPS. He has a positive WAR, so, celebrate the small victories. Matt Theis. I mean, I don't really expect a lot from our catchers, but he's got positive WAR. Looking at our bench, Nick Maton, he's only played 5 games, so I don't really care about him. Brooks Baldwin hasn't really done anything. We're going to get him some more reps in center field, though. I would like his speed in the lap, because I mentioned this before, but that's the thing that's tough about this team. At least like when I rebuilt the Nationals, first of all, at least we had some like good young prospects, and we really don't have a lot as far as prospects go, but this team's terrible at everything. We can't hit, we can't pitch, we have no speed, our defense sucks. Corey Lee, our backup catcher, he has a positive WAR, and Brian Ramos, we just called up. So who has a positive WAR in our starting lineup? Benintendi, Tauchman, Slater, and Theis. So, yeah, only 4 guys in our starting 9 have a positive wins above replacement. So, yeah, that's it's not great when literally more than half your lineup is below replacement level. Let's take a look at our pitching rotation. Bryce Wilson, 10 starts, 44 strikeouts to 13 walks, 3.97 ERA, and a 1.35 WHIP. Not bad numbers, certainly not ace numbers though. Davis Martin, 4.96 ERA, a 1.16 WHIP, 46 strikeouts to just 17 walks, so he's missing bats and not walking a lot of guys. But the ERA is a little high. Jonathan Cannon, 4.80 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP, 35 strikeouts, but 20 walks, so not missing a ton of bats, and he is allowing quite a bit of traffic on the base paths. We called up Mike Clevenger, who's only made 3 starts, and yeah, they haven't been good. 8.10 ERA, 1.73 WHIP, very small sample size. I mean, at least he's not walking a ton of batters. 3 walks in 13 and a third innings. Whoop-de-doo. And Martin Perez has been bad as well. 9 starts, 5.49 ERA, 1.86 WHIP. He almost has as many walks as strikeouts. That's disgusting, but this is the thing, is our farm is so bad we don't really have guys to call up. But anyways, looking at our bullpen, Jake Eater, the innings eater. 6.03 ERA over 31 and a third innings, 25 punch-outs to 10 walks, a WHIP of over 1.5, not great. Juan Carella, who I believe I called up for my last stream, 12 and a third innings, 5.11 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, only 5 strikeouts to 4 walks. Small sample size, but not great numbers either. Tyler Gilbert, 22 and a third innings, only 10 strikeouts to 8 walks. 3.63 ERA isn't that bad, but 1.70 WHIP is alarmingly high. Gus Varland, 29 and a third innings, 24 punch-outs to 11 walks, 3.38 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. Not bad, I'll take that. Shane Smith, 21 innings, 17 strikeouts to 9 walks, 1.29 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP. I don't think he's as good as the 1.29 ERA suggests. As a matter of fact, if you look at his FIP, it's a full 2 runs higher exactly at 3.29, which is still very good. Cam Boozer, 2.95 ERA and 21 and a third innings, 17 punch-outs, 6 walks, 1.27 WHIP. He's been a bright spot in our bullpen. Justin Anderson, 22 and a third innings, 21 strikeouts, but 14 walks, so a lot of traffic. High ERA at 5.64, high WHIP at 1.66. And Penn Murphy, our closer. Good news is he hasn't blown a save yet. 9 saves and 9 opportunities. 16 innings of work, 15 strikeouts to 5 walks, 2.25 ERA, and a WHIP of an even 1. So, a couple bright spots in this bullpen, but no one's having like an elite season, and it's still early in the year. Our rotation, I mean, ranges from anywhere. Bryce Wilson, ideally right now would probably be a good number 3, but he's our number 1. And the rest of these guys are either back of the rotation guys or really shouldn't even be in a starting rotation. So, yeah, this is your Chicago White Sox. Now, in the last stream, I took on the Miami Marlins for a 3-game set where we did all the pitching. If you guys are new to this channel, I've been playing 3-game sets where I play one side of the ball. I either do all the hitting or all the pitching. And last time I did all the pitching, so I'm going to do all the hitting, and I'm just going to quick manage the pitching. I'll still choose who comes into the games and whatnot, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started against the Seattle Mariners, who have a very good pitching staff, probably the best pitching staff in baseball. George Kirby on the bump for them. Let's wear our home whites. Now I have to see, the White Sox just came out with a new City Connect that is supposed to pay tribute to the Chicago Bulls dynasty years. They're red and black. I'm not really a huge fan of them, but I think I like them better than their current, or their like all black City Connects. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eye some staminas here. No one's like alarmingly low, but I don't want to give like 3 starters the day off at the same time. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give Josh Rojas the day off, and I'm going to have Brian Ramos make his 2025 debut. And Brooks Baldwin apparently can't play. Okay, you know what? Brooks Baldwin, you are going to go in for Tauchman. He apparently can't play right field, so we'll put him in center. We'll move Slater to right. Okay, so Ramos, Sosa, Benintendi, Gallo. Do Andrew Vaughn. Let's do Matt Theis. We're going to bump him up to the 6th spot. We'll do Slater, Montgomery, and Baldwin. At least we have a little bit of speed in the bottom of the lineup, but that's a pretty putrid lineup.
From right field on the south side of Chicago, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox.
Sure, let's take a look at Andrew Benintendi.
This one is what he's been able to do.
I do like these storylines. Nice change from 23 of the show. Maybe it was added in 24 of the show. I don't know. I didn't get 24 of the show. I mentioned it before, but I'm going to get MLB the show and Madden like every other year. I'm not paying 70-something bucks for a roster update, but at least the roster's changing up every like 2 years where I think it's worth it.
First pitch coming your way next.
Let's do this.
So
okay, Jonathan Cannon's on the mound for us. He hasn't been good for us. Alright, now we're going to quick manage the pitching. Victor Robles strikes out. Donovan Solano walks. Julio Rodriguez, it's an RBI double. We're down 1-0. Now the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. He dummy thick. He flies out, and Luke Raley hits an RBI single. We're down 2-0. Randy Arozarena flies out to end the top of the first, but we're down 2-0 before we even get our first at-bat. Here's Brian Ramos. Kirby's got a 4-seam slider, sinker, splitter, and a knuckle curve. We got a 1-2 count. And we go down swinging one away.
And one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Lenyn Sosa.
Now here's Lenyn Sosa.
And now 2-1.
Did not go. Good luck. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
Fantastic work on the hill lately.
Already down 2-0, so that's great. That's a high fly ball into right.
Way back there.
That's going to be put away for out number 2.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
There's Andrew Benintendi. Why did I swing at that?
And good work there.
Well, we go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. 2-0 after 1.
Second inning set to go.
All right, I'll go ahead and quick manage here. Austin Shenton grounds out. Jorge Polanco grounds out. J.P. Crawford also grounds out. So we have a quick second inning.
Back to the ballpark.
Here's Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those. If you
and Gallo with a high fly ball in the right.
Back to the dugout.
That's going to be put away for out number 1.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox.
There's Andrew Vaughn.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And that's going to be a little chopper to short. Crawford.
Throw to first.
2 out.
2 down, base is empty. Matt Theis comes up to hit here.
Matt Theis, our catcher. And that's popped up in foul grounds. That's going to be put away 4 out, number 3. So we go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second, still 2-0.
Top half of the third inning, and now it's...
Go ahead, quick manage here. Top of Seattle order with Victor Robles. He grounds out. Solano singles. Julio Rodriguez hits into a double play, so we still get a 1-2-3 top of the third. And here's Austin Slater.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
1 away.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
That's a high fly ball in the right.
That's back there.
Over towards the corner and gone. Colson Montgomery goes deep, and it's a 1-run game.
And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
I didn't think that had enough to get out.
1 down.
Here's Brooks Baldwin playing center field. In the number 9 hole, 3-1 count. That's shot the other way to left. Randy Arozarena puts it away 4 out, number 2.
And next to hit for the Sox, Brian Ramos. 2 out, space is empty.
Back to the top of the order, Brian Ramos making his 2025 debut. And that is smashed. Left center field, back at the track, at the wall, and goodbye. Brian Ramos. Welcome to the big leagues.
It's 2-2.
We're tied at 2. That was a screaming line drive. 106 off the bat.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run.
And now we're tied up. 2 down, Lenyn Sosa.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Going to count 1-2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And we don't swing the bat. So that's how the third inning comes to an end. But we hit a pair of solo home runs, but one by Colson Montgomery and one by the new guy whose name I can't remember. We're tied at 2. Big dumper to lead things off for Seattle. Reaches on an error. Luke Raley flies out. Randy Arozarena pops out. Austin Shenton grounds out. So no damage done in the top of the 4th.
Ready to go, bottom 4.
And here's Andrew Benintendi. Why did I just not swing the bat?
5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now it's Joey Gallo. Inside, and the count is 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's in there, and the count's full.
And that is smashed right center at the track, at the wall, and it's off the wall. Joey Gallo's trying to chug into second, and he does with a head-first dive. It's a 1-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the
so we got a man in scoring position, 1 out for Andrew Vaughn.
All over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Just missed. And that misses. 3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge.
That's a high fly ball in the right.
It's got a chance.
It's caught on the warning track. Gallo's going to tag and head over to third, and he will successfully. So the go-ahead run is 90 feet away with 2 out, and here's Matt Theis, our catcher.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Theis. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. And downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And that's a ground ball to second base. And that's going to do it. Probably not the best pitch to swing at, 3-1. That might have been ball 4. But we leave Gallo stranded at third. We're still tied at 2 after 4. Cannon's at 73 pitches. Go ahead and attack Polanco here. He flies out. J.P. Crawford flies out. Victor Robles triples. Donovan Solano. It's an RBI single. And then we walk Julio. Yeah, Cannon's going to be done for the day. Do I want a righty or lefty up against? Okay, well. Looks like Cal Raleigh rakes against lefties. Really against both, but pitching change. Who do I want to get 1 out? Gus Varland, get 1 out, please. Well, now we're down 5-2. All right, halfway through regulation. Game was tied, but Seattle hangs 3 on us, so now we're down by 3. Austin Slater to lead things off.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And Slater goes down swinging. 6 punch-outs for Kirby.
So up next for Chicago.
There's Colson Montgomery. He hit a home run his first time up. And now he sends one back through the middle for a base hit.
Just kind of slice that one into center.
Multi-hit game for him now.
So Montgomery's 2 for 2.
He's been having lately, I'm sure.
Here's Brooks Baldwin.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hand.
And that one gets away at the plate.
Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button.
Throw over his head.
All right, now go.
He's
I meant to do that. The pitch was in the dirt. I hit the wrong button. And then they threw the ball into the outfield. We'll pretend I baited them. That makes me feel better. That's going to make me feel better, too, as that's an RBI single by Brooks Baldwin. And he's going to take second on the throw by 3.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get.
Now here's Brian Ramos. He hit a home run his last time up. His first of the year and his first game of the year.
No problem handling it.
And that's smashed again into left field for a base hit. Baldwin had to wait and make sure it went through the infield, so they're at the corners. 1 out. For Lennon Sosa. We're going to steal second here.
Here goes the runner. Ball misses.
And we successfully steal second base. So the tying run is now in scoring position.
Ramos at second with 1 away. Fastball for a strike.
And a swing and a miss on the slider. 2 away, 7 punch-outs for Kirby. Here's Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi crushes it. The White Sox take the lead. 6'5", which is also how tall I am.
He's so good at getting his arms extended.
Don't question it.
That's exactly what he did.
A no-doubter in the right field by Andrew Benintendi. 101 off the bat.
Doesn't allow his wrist to roll over. Stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Pitching change here. Taylor Saucedo.
And we get that bum George Kirby off the mound. Taylor Saucedo coming into the game.
Here's Joey Gallo.
There's Joey Gallo. Roped a double his last time up. We got sinker, slider, changeup, curveball, and 4-seam from this new reliever.
Down, nobody on. Just missed.
2-1.
2 outs.
And a swing and a miss. Gallo goes down swinging, but we push 4 runs across. 3 of them thanks to that no-doubter by Andrew Benintendi, and we have a 6-5 lead after 5.
And welcome back to the...
Alright, we're going to go ahead and quick manage here. Going to go with a pitching change here. Who do I want to come in? I think we're going to put Shane Smith in. 1.29 ERA. He's had some good luck, but he allows a leadoff single. Fielder's choice. Another single. It's first and third now for J.P. Crawford. A walk. A strikeout. And a ground out. So he escapes the jam. We hold on to our 6-5 lead.
And now the first baseman.
And here's Andrew Vaughn.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And that's rope, but foul.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
That's a ground ball, but foul again.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Full count. Putting up quite the battle here.
That one misses.
And that's ball 4. A good AB by Andrew Vaughn to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Matt Thice.
Right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
At the belt and fires. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Vaughn gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. They're going to ring us up on the slider that breaks out of the zone. 1 away.
Austin Slater steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Now there's Austin Slater.
And that one fouled off.
And that's going to be a ground ball, but that's going to find a hole into right field. We go station to station here.
So first and second.
2 men on, 1 man out. For Colson Montgomery, who's having himself a nice game. 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. He's come around to score twice, and now he gets hit straight in the asshole. So he continues to have a okay day. Getting hit in the asshole probably isn't that great. Here's Brooks Baldwin. He's hit an RBI single his last time up. So we look to get some insurance here.
The last thing he wants is
they're loaded up with 1 out, 1 and 2 now.
Many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that's lined and now almost decapitates the pitcher, but it's a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. Safe. 8-5 on a 2-run single by Brooks Baldwin. And some much-needed insurance. As Baldwin almost decapitated the pitcher after the pitcher hit Colson Montgomery straight in the asshole. Yeah, we're going to send runner on first in motion, although it is a 1-2 count. And that's a ground ball. That's going to get past the third baseman for a base hit. Another run comes in. We go first to third, and it's 9-5. Brian Ramos, his first game of the year. Very good one. We're going to steal second with him.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike.
And he's toast. He's so out. Well, all right. Not the best decision there. I don't regret the decision, but that slider was like right down the middle. Anyways, runner on third, 2 outs, 1-2.
And that's in the dirt.
And a check swing, but we go around. 4 out, number 3, but we push across 3 more runs to give us some much-needed insurance. It's 9-5.
And we're back. We go to the...
All right, we'll go and quick manage here. We're going to put a new arm on the mound. Let's put Justin Anderson in. He's facing Julio Rodriguez, gets a ground out. Cal Raleigh walks. Luke Raley reaches on an error. Randy Arozarena hits into a double play to end the top of the 7th.
Here's the White Sox DH.
Bottom of the 7th now. Andrew Benintendi hit that massive 3-run bomb to give us the lead his last time up.
Foul ball there. That one not close. It's 2-2. Right?
Why did I not swing at that?
And there's one down. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. 1 out, bases
Joey
empty.
Gallo doubled earlier. Now he hits a hard ground ball, but right at the second baseman for out number 2. As Polanco takes care of it.
And up next
Here's
for
Andrew
Chicago,
Vaughn, walked
Andrew
and came
Vaughn.
around to score. It's the last time up.
Down, nobody on. And now 2 balls and a strike.
And that is roped.
Drives one out to
Left
deep
field. Back. Track. Wall. Goodbye. Our 4th home run of the game. This time Andrew Vaughn joins the party. A solo shot. 10-5.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty. With
Now here's Matt Theis. 0 for 3 on the day.
For the White Sox.
And that's going to be a ground ball to Polanco, ranging to his left. And Theis is now 0 for 4. As that ends the 7th, we've doubled Seattle's run total. It's 10-5.
Back it.
Gonna go ahead and quick manage here. I think I'm gonna put Jake Eater, the innings eater, in. Hopefully he can just give us 2 innings of work. We get a ground out here, a strikeout, a single, a walk, an RBI single, and a ground out to end the inning. We'll see what we do for the. We'll see what we do for the top of the 9th. The new pitcher comes in for Seattle, Colin Snyder. 4-seam sweeper, cutter, and sinker. Austin Slater's 1 for 3 with a single. And a swing and a miss at the sweeper. 1 away. There's Colson Montgomery, who's had quite the day. A home run, a single, and he got hit right in the sphincter his last time up. He scored 3 runs.
That's a little bit low. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Full count now.
Three-two now.
That's a high pop-up in the infield. Polanco by the second base bag. Puts it away 4 out number 2. So Montgomery, his first time today not being aboard. Brooks Baldwin also having a good game. 2 for 3.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, that was an ugly swing.
And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
So we don't do anything in the bottom of the 8th, but we're still up 10-6. We're going to go ahead and quick manage. Jake Eater gets a pop out from the big dumper, another pop out, and a ground out. And that is your ball game for Game 1. We take Game 1 10-6 from the Mariners.
Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning
Very
streak
good
from
offensively
here.
today.
Final score here today, 10-6.
I think we hit, what, 4 home runs? Take a look at the box score real quick. Yeah, Benintendi had that 3-run shot. Andrew Vaughn, Brian Ramos in his first game, and Colson Montgomery all had solo shots. Love to see that. Only 2 guys in our starting lineup, Sosa and Theis, did not have hits. We did strike out 13 times, so we got to clean up on that. Jonathan Cannon only went 4 2/3. He allowed 5 earned, only 1 strikeout and 2 walks. Bullpen did pretty good. I mean, from there on out, we only allowed 1 run on what? 1, 3, 5 hits? Okay. So, yeah. Bullpen did good. Offense did good. That's how we won Game 1. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into Game 2. Logan Gilbert going to be on the mound against Mike Clevenger. Alright, Lennon Sosa could use a day off. Brian Ramos, yeah, why don't you get your ass out there? I'm thinking, do I want to... Colson Montgomery just had a great game. So did Brooks Baldwin. Do I want to put Brooks Baldwin in for, like, Austin Slater? I think I'm going to. You know, get some fresh blood in there.
Live from Wright Field on the south side of Chicago. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy,
take a look at Brian Ramos in his first game of the year after getting called up from AAA.
Hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone.
3 for 4 with a home run, couple RBIs, also had a stolen base. He gets to start at second base in Game 2 of the series against the Mariners.
Just about set to
Mike Clevenger on the mound. We'll go ahead and quick manage. Victor Robles walks. Donovan Solano singles. 2 men on. No one out for Julio, and he hits a 2-run double, and we're down 2-0. Cal Raleigh reaches on an error. A caught stealing. A walk. A strikeout, and a flyout. You know, we were down 2-0 in Game 1 and ended up winning, so this might be deja vu here. Logan Gilbert on the mound, slider, 4-seam splitter, curveball, and cutter. Josh Rojas took a seat in Game 1 of the series, so this is his first at-bat, and he shoots it over to left. Randy Arozarena puts it away, though, for out number 1.
So up next for Chicago.
There's Brian Ramos. We just highlighted him earlier. Great first game of the series. Great debut.
And it is 2-1
for his 2025 season.
To make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
1 down, base is empty. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Downstairs.
And that's going to be a walk. Ryan Ramos is aboard with a 1-out walk. And now here is Andrew Benintendi.
He earned that walk.
Benintendi to the plate. Check swing.
Check swing, but that's in there anyways. 1-2. And that is smashed, but right to Polanco at second. And that's going to be an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. So we hit the ball right on the screws, but nothing to show for it. 2-0 after 1.
Top of the second, and now for Seattle.
Go ahead and quick manage here. J.P. Crawford flies out. Dylan Moore pops out. Victor Robles flies out. So a 1-2-3 top of the second for Clevenger. Here's Joey Gallo. Doubled game 1 of the series.
Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And now it's filled up.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping.
And that's a hard ground ball, but through the hole for a base hit. Polanco unable to get to that one. We have our first hit of the ball game. It's a leadoff single in the bottom of the second for Joey Gallo. And now here's Mike Tauchman. Took a seat in game 1 of the series. Just a routine day off. And 292 on the year.
Here's Mike Tauchman. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that's 2
Full count. Now Gallo can't run. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. Polanco, second, 1 on to first. Another double play. So we've grounded into two double plays in 2 innings. Now here's Andrew Vaughn, homered in game 1 of the series.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
And a swing and a miss. Vaughn goes down swinging. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Gilbert. 2-0 after 2. Mike Clevenger hoping for a quick third inning, just like he had in the second. Donovan Solano pops out. Julio grounds out. Cal Raleigh grounds out. So another quick inning, another 1-2-3 inning for Clevenger, as it's still 2-0. Matt Theis, one of the 2 men in the lineup in game 1 who did not get a hit. He went 0 for 4, and it's mostly due to swings like that, 1-2. And that's a high pop-up. The big dumper. With his dummy thick ass, puts it away for out number 1.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Colson Montgomery.
1 out, base is empty.
Homered, singled, got hit right in the anus in game 1 of the series.
Right through there for a
He watches that curveball in there, 1-2. And that's hit hard, but right at Polanco again. He's had a few of those hit hard right at him. Once again, we have nothing to show for that 103-mile-an-hour exit velo. 2 away for Brooks Baldwin, who had a couple hits in game 1.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2.
2-2 to count.
Missed inside with the curve. And that's
ball 4, so Brooks Baldwin draws a 2-out walk. Josh Rojas at the plate. We're going to send Baldwin in motion here.
Will produce a 2-out.
Runner takes off.
And that pitch is in there. The throw is going to be offline. The stolen base for Baldwin is 5th of the year, but it's 1-2 now to Rojas. And a foul tip, but it's held on to. 4 strike 3, so we leave a man stranded in scoring position. 2-0 after 3.
Back here on the south side.
Clevenger is settled in after a rough first inning. Let's see if he can keep it going. Strikes out Arozarena. Strikes out Shenton. Walks Jorge Polanco. And he steals second. J.P. Crawford grounds out. So another solid inning from Mike Clevenger. Still 2-0. Here's Brian Ramos. He walked his first time up.
That's ball 2.
And that's hit hard in the center field for a base hit. So Brian Ramos.
Good start to the inning.
2 games since being called up from AAA. He's got at least 1 hit in each of those.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
He's aboard for the second time today. Here's Andrew Benintendi. Hit a rocket but right to Polanco. Back in the first for a double play.
May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. That's outside, and that's ball 3.
So here we go. Base
you know what? We're sending him in motion.
Running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring.
Runner takes off,
and that's going to be outside for ball 4. So we have our first 2 men of the 4th inning aboard. No one out for Joey Gallo. He singled in his first at bat.
No outs. Joey Gallo steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Joey Gallo down the line and right. Will it stay fair? Off the pole. Home run, Joey Gallo. And we take the lead 3-2.
It's 3-2.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick.
Now here's Mike Talkman. We got a brand new ball game here.
Luck that it stays fair long enough.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
It can be tough to bounce back after
that was Joey Gallo's first homer of the 2025 campaign. Don't become a pitcher, Joey.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Stays alive.
And that's hit hard, but right at Crawford at short. And the throw is going to go over the first baseman's head.
Didn't get too far away.
So that is going to be an E6. J.P. Crawford usually pretty sure-handed over there at short. There's Andrew Vaughn.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Struck out his first time up. Trying to avoid that here as he has 2 strikes on him, the 1-2. And we strike out again. Filthy slider, 1 away.
Now it's the White Sox catcher.
There's Matt Thaiss looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 5 so far through 13 innings. That was a good pitch to hit, but it was hit foul.
To get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
There's Colson Montgomery.
3-2.
That's a high pop-up in the infield. Solano out behind the mound, puts it away for out number 3. But Joey Gallo hits a 3-run tank to give us the 3-2 lead after 4.
Back at right field.
Clevenger's at 59 pitches through 4. He's been pretty sharp ever since a rocky first inning. Dylan Moore to lead things off. He walks. Victor Robles also walks. Donovan Solano hits into a fielder's choice. Julio Rodriguez hits into a double play to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ball.
So we're halfway through regulation. Still up 3-2. Brooks Baldwin walked his first time up.
Strike. The pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. 1-2 now. That one missed. In the
And
air,
that's
left
shot the other
field
way to
down
left.
the line.
Arozarena on the run. He lays out and makes the
play.
catch. What a play by Randy Arozarena.
Beautiful job of tracking that ball down. It was
He misses that. It's likely 3 bases for Brooks Baldwin.
Do I play it on the bounce? He made the right decision, and
Here's
he gets
Josh
the out.
Rojas, 0 for 2.
So the lineup flips over. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And
He's
he
got
moves
3-1
outside.
count. And that's shot the other way to left. Arozarena can't get there. Couldn't see the ball because of the sunshine. I don't know. Base hit for Josh Rojas. 1 man out, 1 man on for Brian Ramos. And that's hit hard, but right to J.P. Crawford, but it gets through him. Rojas is taking off for third. The throw is going to be offline, and heading down to second is Ramos. We'll see how they're going to mark that. Is that going to be an E6, or is that going to be too hot to handle?
For the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
Still pretty early in the ball
Trent
game.
Thornton comes in the game. Mariners still only have 1 error, so I think they are going to rule that a double. Brian Ramos looking pretty good in this series.
Andrew Benintendi steps
Andrew
up.
Benintendi walked his last time up.
Ramos over at second with 1 down. Off the plate inside, 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got him. 2 down.
2 away. Terrible swing.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
Joey Gallo hit a 3-run tank his last time up. He has a chance to do that again.
There's a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5.
And a swing and a miss on the slider. So we leave 2 men stranded. Still 3-2 after 5.
Here on the south side, top of the 6th inning. So now
I think I'm going to pull Clevenger. Who do I want to come in? Let's get Gus Varland in there. Facing Cal Raleigh, who flies out. Arozarena walks. Shenton hits a 2-run homer, and we are down 4-3. We have a strikeout and a ground out. So we are now trailing.
on the south side. And now Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Got 3-2 count here.
Payoff pitch. Struck.
And that's strike 3. That's a tough call.
Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit.
Andrew Vaughn at the plate. He's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. Trying to avoid a third here. That's smashed, and he almost kills his third base coach. Foul. 1-2. And that's a ground ball, and that's going to find a hole in the left field. So Andrew Vaughn has his first hit of the ball game. 1 for 3 now. He represents the tying run over at first. Here's Matt Theis.
Matt Theis.
He can't hit a beach ball right now.
The 1-1. There's the strike.
Probably a pretty good pitch to try and hit there. 1-2.
With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him.
Back-to-back sweepers.
For him on the bump
Theis
today.
strikes out.
And the batter will be the
2 out
shortstop,
for Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. The 1-1. That one fouled off.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now.
That's a line drive into center, but right at Julio Rodriguez. 4 out, number 3, so we leave a man stranded, and we are still down 4-3.
Top of inning number 7.
We're going to go ahead and quick manage. Do a pitching change here. Now let's get Justin Anderson up again. Walk, strikeout, stolen base, pop out, and an RBI single, so that's a big insurance run. So we are down 5-3 now. Gabe Spire comes in for Seattle.
Love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead.
Brooks Baldwin to lead things off.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's a fly ball into center field. J-Rod is under it. 1 out.
And there's 1 down. Josh Rojas.
There's Josh Rojas. 1 for 3 on the day with a single.
1 down, base is empty. That's ball 2. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time.
You know what? We're going to pinch hit Josh Rojas. Lenyn Sosa's going to come in, pinch hit.
White Sox making a move for a pinch hitter. Lenyn Sosa. 1 out, the base is empty for him. Cold strike 3 on the fastball. And that ran back over the inner half.
That's
and
tough.
The batter now, Brian Ramos.
There's Brian Ramos. He's been aboard all 3 times today.
2 outs. Slider for a strike. And a ball evens the count.
And that's a fly ball into left center.
Left field.
Julio Rodriguez will put that away. 4 out, number 3.
And that'll do it.
And it's still 5-3 after 7.
And we're back.
We're going to go ahead and just do a quick switcheroo here. Ramos is going to go to third. Sosa's going to go to second. We're going to go ahead and quick manage here. We are going to put... Let's put Juan... Yeah, we'll put Juan Corella in. So that's a leadoff single, followed by a walk, a strikeout, a pop out, and a strikeout. So he allows some traffic, but is able to get out of it. Matt Brash coming in for Seattle. He's got 6.98 ERA. Not that that really means anything for us. Andrew Benintendi's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's shot the other way in the left. Should be playable for a Rosarena. 1 away.
Squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down.
Now here's Joey Gallo. There's a single, and he has provided all 3 of our runs with a 3-run homer.
Ball to strike.
3-run homer at the time gave us a 3-2 lead. Seattle has since scored 3 of their own to make it 5-3.
And that drops in for a strike. And a slider misses down and away.
And that is hit hard again. Center field. Back goes Julio Rodriguez, and that's gone. Joey Gallo for the 2nd time today makes it a 1-run game. 434 in the left center.
The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it.
And now here's Mike Tauchman.
So up next, Mike Tauchman. Way inside.
2-1 now.
On to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a big swing and a miss.
Early on that 97-mile-an-hour heater.
Fastball is out
Close pitch.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's strike 3.
Throws him with the heater at the knees. Andrew Vaughn getting
2 away. Andrew Vaughn singled his last time up.
Next offering is in for a strike. White Sox down a run.
And we are frozen on the slurve. But Joey Gallo goes deep again. It's a 1-run game.
And welcome back to the...
We're going to go ahead and quick manage. I'm going to put Penn Murphy in. It's not a save situation, but I want him to hold them here in the 9th. It's not a good start, though. Victor Robles with a single, back-to-back singles, followed by a pop-out, a walk, fielder's choice, and a strikeout. A lot of traffic, but we're able to make do. And here comes Andres Munoz, one of the best closers in the game.
The ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Well,
and here's Matt Thaiss.
Here's the catcher, Matt Thaiss.
He could really use a hit here.
Get the tying run on base.
That's a ball, apparently. We'll take it 3-1.
That one at the knees.
3-2. And that's going to be ball 4. A leadoff walk. We are going to run for Matt Thaiss. Austin Slater's going to come in, pinch run.
Coming in as a pinch runner, Austin Slater.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in.
Here's Colson Montgomery. Had a very good game 1, has not had a good game 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. This could be 2. Polanco to second for 1, on to first, another double play. And just like that, there's 2 out. And now here's Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 2 on the day. He also had a very good game 1, but hasn't really done anything here in game 2 besides walk.
Right through there for
and we're down to our final strike. 2-2, 2 outs, down by 1.
This could end it.
And that's going to be a high fly ball into left. Should be playable for a Rosarena. And he puts it away, and the Mariners take game 2 of the series. 5-4 your final score.
Well, this was a tightly played game.
Our team was Joey Gallo today. Okay, so taking a look at our team. Josh Rojas went 1 for 3. Brian Ramos, shout out to him. I mean, we just brought him up from AAA. He's hitting .714. Really small sample size, obviously, but he had 2 more hits, and he drew a walk. Joey Gallo, 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. He hit 2 home runs. He was our entire offense today. Pitching-wise, Mike Clevenger, he had 5 walks, which is really alarming. 3 strikeouts, but only allowed 2 runs over 5 innings. Our bullpen blew the lead. So yeah. Offense, outside of Joey Gallo, sucked. Bullpen blew it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the rubber match. Final game of the 3-game set against the Seattle Mariners. We, of course, took game 1. They took game 2. We'll see who takes game 3 and ultimately takes the best of 3 set. Martin Perez will be on the mound for us. I don't think anyone really needs a day off, but Brian Ramos is hitting so well right now. You know what? I'm giving Matt Thaiss a day off. I'm going to put Corey Lee behind the plate. Do something like that.
and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox. We're all eager to see.
Let's talk about Joey Gallo,
He was
who in Game 2 of this series was our offense.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going
3 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, drove in all 4 of our runs. Glad he's not trying to become a pitcher in this universe.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And
Martin Perez on the bump. We'll go ahead and quick manage the pitching. Ryan Bliss to lead things off for Seattle. And he leads things off with a homer, 1-0. Donovan Solano singles. A pop out. A strikeout. And a ground out to end things in the top of the first. So we're down 1-0. We have trailed heading into the bottom of the first in all 3 games of the series. Brian Wu on the mound with a fastball, sinker, slider, changeup, and a sweeper.
Here's a 1-1.
Josh Rojas to lead things off. And he lines that one into left center field for a base hit. So Rojas with a good start here. Didn't start in Game 1 of the series. Had a hit in Game 2 and already has a hit here in Game 3. Now here's Lennon Sosa. Played in Game 1. Didn't do anything. He went 0 for 4. He takes a strike there. Came in to pinch hit in Game 2 and he struck out. He's hitless in this series. One of the few. He's down 1-2. And that's hit into left, but right at Randy Arozarena for out number 1. So Lennon Sosa remains hitless, although he hit that one on the screws. Now here's Andrew Benintendi. He hit a 3-run homer in Game 1. Didn't do anything noteworthy in Game 2.
Fought off foul. Rojas leads off first with 1 away.
And that's shot in the right. That's going to be put away for out number 2.
2 away. And now it's Joey Gallo.
There's Joey Gallo. Went 1 for 4 with a double in Game 1. 3 hits in Game 2, including 2 homers and driving in all 4 of our runs.
Downstairs.
So he has a 2-1 count on him.
Next pitch is outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Full count now. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner will be off at first.
The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And that's going to be a line drive. That's going to be a base hit in the center. And Rojas was off on the pitch, so he will go all the way down to third as Joey Gallo has his 3rd straight game with a hit.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
So now we got men on the corners. 2 outs for Mike Tauchman.
2 on, 2 outs.
And that's hit hard in the center, but right at Julio Rodriguez for out number 3. So we hit the ball hard a couple of times in that inning, but have nothing to show for it. We're still down 1-0 after 1.
South side, 2nd inning.
Go ahead and quick manage here. Jorge Polanco flies out. Cade Marlowe singles. Mitch Garver getting the start behind the plate. He strikes out. And Dylan Moore flies out. So a pretty quick inning for Martin Perez. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Homered in Game 1 of the series. Went 1 for 4 with a single in Game 2. So he looks to get a hit in all 3 games of the series. But he's down 1-2 here.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that
Full
one is
count.
inside.
And that's going to be a ground ball over to third.
Solano
1 away.
tosses to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd.
There's Austin Slater.
Austin Slater stands in. 1 out, base is empty.
He had a hit in Game 1 of the series and took a seat for Game 2. Came in as a pinch runner. but didn't do anything else noteworthy outside of that. He's got a 2-1 count. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. Crawford charging, throws on the run, and gets Austin Slater for out number 2. There's Colson Montgomery. Was excellent in Game 1 of the series, in which he homered, among other things. It didn't do anything in Game 2.
Outside with a breaking ball.
He's got a 2-1 count on him.
Space is empty.
That's in there, 2-2.
In for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but
close pitch, but full count now.
2 down, nobody on.
And that is smashed right center. Rodriguez on the run. He won't get to it. It will one-hop the wall. And Colson Montgomery is into second with a 2-out double.
Right with a double. He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down.
So now here's Corey Lee.
Where you gotta make him pay.
He's getting his first look in this 3-game set as he was on the bench
Next offering in there
for the first 2 games of the series. He's got a 1-2 count on him now.
Man on second, 2 down. And there's
That's
the ball.
high and tight. 2-2 now. And that was a terrible swing to end the inning. We leave Montgomery stranded on second, still 1-0.
Back here on the south side, all set.
So we face the top of the Seattle lineup. Ryan Bliss hit a leadoff home run his last time up. Now he singles. Solano flies out. Julio, we get a pickoff there, and Julio ends up lining out to end the inning. So it's still 1-0.
To the last of the third.
And here's the top of our lineup, Josh Rojas. Started things off with a single, but got left stranded on third. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base.
Gets it to first.
One away.
One gone, bottom of the third inning. And here is Sosa to the plate.
There's Lennon Sosa, still looking for his first hit of the series.
Next pitch off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike.
No, that's the ball. 3-1.
And that's ball 4.
All right, Lennon Sosa scored for the first time in the series as he draws a 1-out walk. Here's Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 8 in the series. But that one was a big 3-run homer in Game 1.
Pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Close, but called a ball.
It's a ball, apparently. 3-1.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even
Full
matter
count.
that much if your starter doesn't go that deep.
I'm not going to
because
send
teams are really
Sosa in
aggressively
motion
building their
here.
bullpens.
That's going to be a ground ball to short.
6,
Could be 2.
4,
And it is 2 to end the inning.
And the inning is over.
6-4-3 to end the inning. Still down 1-0.
As we go to the top of the
Martin Perez sailed in after a rough first inning, but he allows a leadoff single here, followed by a pop out and a double play. So it's a 1-2-3 top of the 4th.
bottom 4, here's Joey Gallo.
There's Joey Gallo. Singled his first time up.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball outside.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And that's going to be a chopper up the middle, but right to J.P. Crawford for out number 1.
Gallo for the out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White
Mike
Sox.
Tauchman at the plate. He's looking for his first hit of the series.
Next one just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Small zone today. And that's hit hard, but right to the second baseman for out number 2.
Here in the home fourth. So 2 down now, and here is Andrew.
107 off the bat.
White Sox down.
Nothing to show for it.
They say you win.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's a high fly ball into center.
Rodriguez sizes this
J-Rod just shy of the track.
Corrals it. And
there's out number 3. Still 1-0 after 4.
Back at right field. We go
Perez with 62 pitches. Get a strikeout, another strikeout, and a ground out. So another 1-2-3 inning for Martin Perez.
To the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder.
Austin Slater lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. So we're halfway through regulation. And that's hit hard, right center field, back at the track, at the wall, and goodbye. Austin Slater ties things up with a solo homer. 1-1.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite.
403 feet the other way.
Guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that
brand new ball game. Here's Colson Montgomery.
To drive it out of here.
Doubled his last time up.
Now a chance for Colson Montgomery. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5.
And that's hit hard, but right to the shortstop for out number 1.
To first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Corey Lee, the next to hit.
There's Corey Lee. That's a high fly ball in the right.
He just missed it. He makes
there's out number 2.
There's 2 down. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup.
There's Josh Rojas. Single to begin things in the bottom of the 1st.
The changeup missing. 2-1. Fastball is outside.
And that's hit hard in the right.
Makes the grab on
but it is caught for out number 3. But Austin Slater goes yard. We're tied up at 1 after 5.
Here on the south
Martin Perez at 72 pitches. Facing the top of the order. Do I want to take Perez out of the game? I think I do. Who do I want to put in? Yeah, let's put Shane Smith in. Gets a strikeout, a single, another strikeout, and another strikeout. Perez goes 5 innings, allowing 1 earned. Taylor Saucedo comes into the game for the Mariners. Here's Lenny Sosa. Walked his last time up. Still looking for his first hit of the series. Not going to get it with swings like that.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2.
And that's going to be a ground ball towards the middle, and a diving stop by the second baseman, and he gets Sosa. Sosa robbed of a hit.
Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across
insane
the
play.
to get the runner.
Andrew Benintendi.
There's Andrew Benintendi. His only hit of the series is that 3-run homer in Game 1. And that's roped right center field at the track, at the wall, and that's going to one-hop the wall and actually go over the wall for a ground rule double. So now the go-ahead runs at second base for Joey Gallo, who has been red hot at the plate.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
2-1.
This one in the
That
dirt.
pitch is in the dirt.
Nice job behind the plate there. Man at second. Swings through that.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That's going to be a chopper over to third. Benintendi has to stay put as Solano throws out Gallo. 4 out, number 2. Now here's Mike Tauchman. He's still looking for his first hit of the series.
1-1 now.
And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Dylan Moore takes it himself. 4 out, number 3. So we leave Benintendi stranded on second, still tied at 1 after 6.
Back here on the south side.
Go ahead and quick manage here. Who do I want to put in? Actually, let's have Shane Smith get Rosarena. Never mind, he singles. Pitching change. Let's put Cam Boozer in. Gets a pop out, a fly out, and a ground out. So we get out of the 7th with no real damage. Matt Brash comes into the game for Seattle.
So this is another opportunity to get
facing Andrew Vaughn to lead things off, 0 for 2 on the day.
Pitch so far this season.
And that's strike 3 on a 100-mile-an-hour heater, 1 away.
So digging in,
There's Austin Slater. He's provided our only offense with a solo shot his last time up.
Down, base is empty. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
1 and 2. And that's a little jam shot, but that's going to find a hole in right field for a base hit. So Slater has his second hit of the game. That comes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. There's Colson Montgomery. Roped a double earlier in the game. Would love another one of those here.
That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's hit pretty well, right center. Back at the track at the wall, and that's going to get down and hop over the wall for another ground rule double.
It's amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just
Oh man, do I want pinch hit for Corey Lee here? Yeah, we're gonna roll with it.
Now that sets up a huge
Scoring position, 1 out.
Stepping in, Corey Lee.
Definitely.
I don't really know who I have on the bench. I have Matt Theis.
Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And that almost hits him.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit. In the infield at the corner.
3 and 1.
Surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next
3 and 2.
for a strike.
Probably should have pulled the trigger on that.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss, 2 away. Well, we're now back to the top of our order. Josh Rojas singled to begin things in the game, but has gone 0 for 2 since.
Next offering misses down and away.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And that's hit hard, but right to Dylan Moore at first. And he steps on the bag, and that does things for the 7th. We leave 2 men stranded in scoring position. Still tied at 1.
For the top of the 8th.
I go ahead and quick manage here. Gus Varland, please hold things. Fly out, a strikeout, and a ground out. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 8th. Gabe Spire comes in for the Mariners. Face Lennon Sosa, who's been robbed a couple times in this game.
Check
swing, but he went 1 and 2.
Pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know You want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to.
That's a fly ball, shallow center field. Rodriguez.
Drops into
one
the
away.
glove, and there's one away. Next is the designated.
There's Andrew Benintendi. Doubled his last time up.
Swinging a
Late on that fastball.
One down, base is empty.
That's the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's down and in.
3-2. And that's going to be a ground ball towards the middle and past the diving second baseman for a base hit. So the go-ahead runs at first.
Just kept it simple.
We're going to ignore the pinch runner for now. Here's Joey Gallo.
There's just no one there to knock it down.
He singled back in the first, but has since gone 0 for 2.
Joey Gallo.
And that's a ground ball over to third. Could be 2. There's 1, there's 2. 5, 4, 3, around the horn they go. And we're still tied at 1.
All set.
After 8. We're going to go ahead and quick manage here. Penn Murphy's going to come into the game in a non-save situation once again, facing Julio Rodriguez. He grounds out. Luke Raley strikes out. Randy Arozarena singles. And Polanco pops out. So we head to the bottom of the 9th.
For the Mariners,
Gregory Santos comes into the game for the Mariners. If we're going to win this, we're going to have to walk it off. There's Mike Tauchman still looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 3 on the day.
The 1-1.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and miss the sinker. 2-2.
Sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time
And a swing and a miss. Tauchman goes down swinging. 4 out, number 1.
And now
There's Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 3 on the day. And that's hit hard into left. Down the line. But foul.
Quite get there. It's a foul ball.
1-2 now.
1 down, base is empty.
And a swing and a miss at the slider, 2 away.
And now
There's Austin Slater. He's already homered in this game. He's 2 for 3 with that home run and a single.
Trying to send this to extra innings. That clips a corner.
1-2. That's grounded but foul.
And that just misses.
2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Goes down
Way late on
for
that
the
sinker.
strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and
we're heading to extras. Tied at 1.
And we're back.
Who do I want to put in? We're going to put Juan Corella in. Get a strikeout, a line out, and a fly out.
Back at right field. We're in extras here. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
All right.
Colson Montgomery.
Winning run is at second. We're going to try to bunt him over. And we missed.
2.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
Colson Montgomery does have a couple doubles. And this time he hits a high pop-up, shallow center. Dylan Moore makes the catch. 4 out, number 1.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield.
Now here's Corey Lee.
Those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
1 away. The winning run at second.
That's a fly ball into right.
To right field.
Right fielder has this sized up. We're going to try and tag and head to third. The relay down there is going to be late. So the winning run is now 90 feet away. But with 2 outs, we're going to need a base hit or an error. Josh Rojas does have a hit, but came all the way back in the first, and he's been 0 for 3 since then. He's got a 1-2 count. And he hits a little chopper to the second baseman, Moore. And that does it for the 10th. Still tied at 1.
And welcome back to the...
Go ahead and quick manage. Dylan Moore's the runner at second. And it's an RBI single. We're down by 1. We get stolen base, a ground out, another stolen base, a strikeout, and a fly out. So we're down by 1 now.
So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
I think closer.
Andres Munoz comes into the game. Josh Rojas is at second. He's not terrible. I mean, he's got 50 speed. Yeah, Brian Ramos is gonna... Yeah, Brian Ramos will come in and run for Josh Rojas.
On to pinch run, Brian Ramos.
Lennon Sosa looking for his first hit of the series.
Lennon Sosa. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
That's a high fly ball into center. Rodriguez has it sized up for out number 1. That's not deep enough to advance the runner. As Sosa continues to go 0-4 in the series. Andrew Benintendi has 2 hits in the game, a double and a single.
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing
1 and 2.
Yeah, the count 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, 2 away. There's Joey Gallo, 5 for 12 in the series. If there's anyone who can save us, it's him.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And the White Sox down to
way out in front of that slider. 2 and 2.
The White Sox down to their final strike. So the tying run at second.
That's a check swing. He did not go. 3 and 2.
White Sox down a run.
And a swing and a miss. And that's how the ball game comes to an end. That's how the series comes to an end. We lose 2-1 in 11.
That's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying...
Well, our pitching staff did a pretty good job. I mean, we allowed 2 runs in 11 innings. One of those runs came in the 11th with the Mickey Mouse runner on second rule. Our offense just couldn't get it done. We left way too many men stranded. So in every series that I have streamed so far for the White Sox franchise, we have dropped 2 out of 3. And we're a bad baseball team, so that makes sense. But it's a little interesting nugget. We haven't won a series yet. We also haven't gotten swept, though. So I guess that's good. Really good game 1, offensive explosion, and then 2 very close games, which unfortunately we didn't come out on the winning side of either of those. But hey, you know what? This is year 1 of a rebuild. We'll get there eventually, hopefully. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. I'm going to try to stream Commanders franchise tomorrow night at some point. I'll post an update on my channel for specifics. And yeah, White Sox franchise should be back next Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, have a good night.